Welcome back to the Pen and Ink Well. Thank you very much for joining us again today. I'm already giggling because I'm doing this with my daughter behind the camera and she's got a bit of a fit of giggles, as you can probably hear. But we'll get over it and it'll be fine, I promise. So this is something a little bit different again. I know I almost say this every time now, I feel, but I want to add variety and I want to try new things. So I've seen so much about these pens on the Fountain Pen Network. I've seen a lot of pictures of these pens on Instagram, particularly from people over the pond, as we say, sort of over in America, that use these pens a lot more. They are far easier to get hold of over there than they are here. But we are extremely fortunate. There is a distributor now for Noodlers pens. So there is, I've said, we're looking at Noodlers pens. I've been lucky and fortunate enough to have quite a few Noodlers inks and samples of Noodlers inks, either that people have loaned me or that I've bought from a distributor over here. And sometimes I've bought from America and brought over from Goulet pens and had them shipped over here. But now I'm going to have a look at these Noodlers pens. I'm looking at 3 models particularly, but I'm not going to do it all in this one video. So if you're watching this video and this is the first of them, there will be 2 others to follow. If this is after you've seen the others, then these go along with the 2 others, so whichever order you're watching these in. I'll link, as they come up, I'll link them all below as well, so you can see the other videos that go along in this series, but you'll see it with my other videos on YouTube, obviously on my channel here anyway. So I'm starting with the Ahab. So this Ahab has been reproduced slightly and changed slightly, and I'm really excited by this pen. I really like it, but I'll show you why, and I'll show you all the little bits about it in a moment. It comes in, well, over here it's available in 20 different finishes, from different sort of patterns, from solid colours and demonstrator type models as well, but 20 different varieties, and that's just over here. So I was loaned these very kindly by Ross and his team at Pure Pens, for which I'm extremely grateful for loaning me these for review purposes and nothing else. So I've got 3 different finishes here with me that I'm going to be looking at. See, look at the great colours that are available on these. I've inked one of them up. The others I'm going to use just to sort of show you the different parts of them and how easy they are to play with almost as well. But join me in 2 seconds. I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll have a look at this in more detail. So welcome back. So we're looking at the Noodlers Ahab pen. I'm going to try and make these videos short because there are 3 of them in this series. I don't want them to be too long. Just to give you an overview, I'm just going to give you an overview of these pens because they really need to be played with to appreciate what they do and to get them to write the way you want them to write, and for you to be able to get the flow your specific way and so on. So this is how it would arrive to you. They come in these little Noodlers boxes here. This sort of artwork that we really sort of have become to know from Noodlers here. Very pretty. So basic cardboard box, but it protects the pen, so I have no issues with that. I think that's sort of nice, keeps costs down for the pen itself. So just put that aside. So as I say, I've got 3 here, and this is the one that I've inked. So this one's called Noonie, but I've just brought 2 others for you to have a look at. I don't know the names of them, I'm really sorry, but with this orange and grey fleck pattern one here, and then we have a demonstrator model in this one here. So just to give you a bit of an overview, I'll take this one out of the way because when they're patterned and they're all pretty much the same then. But just to give you a difference between the demonstrators and the patterned ones. So this is a Burgundy Demonstrator, I would say, and I don't know if you can notice, just to point out, just so that if you order these you don't sort of feel, oh, it's not quite right. I don't know if it picks up on there, but you'll see that this is quite cloudy. It's not a perfectly clear demonstrator. It's got a cloudy sort of effect to it, but they are all like that. I don't have any issue with it. You know, they are, you know, this is a £17 pen at the end of the day, and I actually sort of, you know, I like the fact that it's got a slightly cloudy effect to that. But we'll have a look at the rest of the pen now using this one. So this, I said, is the Noonie, and let's have a look at the, you know, the finish on this. I'm not sure if this light is picking this up or not, but it's a royal blue with a navy blue in it, and it's got this black and it's almost sort of smoke-like swirl going through it. It's a very sort of midnighty. Reminds you very much of the sort of, you know, a dark winter's night, as it very much is, where it's not even night, it's middle of the afternoon and it's extremely dark here. I've got all the lights on and it's still quite dark. So beautiful finish, beautiful colours, beautiful effects coming through this. I really hope that's picking up there on this camera. So the clip. Pen very much inspired by Moby Dick, and then this clip. Then the clip design is based on the top, what you'd get. So what I've read about this is you get, the clip is based on the top view from the surface of the right whale or a sperm whale. So, which is the two whales that featured within Moby Dick. And you've got this particular shape of this clip here. Quite a light clip to use, but still pretty functional. So this is a twist pen, my favourites as you know, but just so quickly before I twist that open, silver or chrome band around the middle here which says Noodlers Ink around it. Cigar shaped pen, quite a wide pen. So lengthwise we're looking at 139mm as it looks like this. It is 128mm long without the cap, and it's 170mm posted. Width, it's quite a wide pen. Sorry, get it back into view. This is 15mm wide and it narrows down to 11mm at the grip section. So let's take this off. It's, as I said, a screw pen. I'll put that lid down there. Weight wise, lightweight pen. This is 19 grams in weight with the cap on. It is 11 grams without the pen, so it's a really lightweight pen, and this is filled with ink as well, which I'll show you shortly. So as you see, cigar shaped pen, same width, narrows down here in sort of two steps. So it narrows down after the twist section from the cap and then narrows down a little further here, which I really like because it gives you a really nice space to hold and grip that pen there. Sits nice in the hand. Posted, it can post, becomes quite long I think when it's posted. I don't post my pens anyway, it's up to you whether you choose to do so. So we'll take that off, and this is where the beauty of this pen sort of comes into its own, I suppose. Nice lovely filling mechanism, pump filler mechanism. I'll show you in the other pen shortly. So it almost, you can fill it twice up with ink because there is a tube that feeds right the way from here into the tip of here, so the ink can even go into here to get you quite a lot of capacity. Or you can take this off, place the O-ring up here next to the thread and use it as an eyedropper. So you could fill this whole barrel full of ink. And what I really like about these pens is the ability to be able to play with them. If I put this one aside because it is filled with ink and just show you what here. The nib, simply, if you just grip it quite nicely, it just pulls out. Like this. So this is that tube that I was saying that goes right the way into here. If I just twist this off, you'll see what I mean. So here's the pump filler, and this little tube here will feed into there, so the ink goes right the way down through there. And then the feed, you could get a razor blade or a very sharp knife, and you could widen this here a little bit to increase the flow into the pen, and you can really have a good play about with it. And makes it so easy to clean because it just comes apart in these sections here, as you can see from here. So that's the Noodlers Ahab. As I said, £17.50. I'm going to show you a writing sample because really we need to, because this is a flex nib pen. I want to show you what it can do, or certainly what I've been able to do. So I'm going to just get out my notepad now and we'll move on to do that. Thank you. Welcome back. So let's do a writing sample with this. So this is the Noodlers Ahab. This one is called Noonie, and this is filled with Pelikan Blue Black. Just thought the ink would go well with the colour and finish of this pen. So I suppose this is what we're looking at now. It is a flex nib pen, it is a steel nib pen, and it can really, it's quite a fast flowing pen. I originally had some diamine ink in here, and it was sort of gushing at one point, so this is why I've put the Pelikan Blue Black ink in here, because I was using it to journal with just as a normal writing pen. So as a normal writing pen, this is normal writing. I would say it's very comparable to a Western extra fine nib. Have a look at that a little closer. So then this is what we're looking at here then, being able to flex this nib. And there really is no need to be afraid with this. So there's quite a difference that we're looking at here with this nib. And it's really smooth, this nib, and it keeps up. One of the others I used to say it wasn't keeping up quite so much, but the flow on this is keeping up. I haven't adjusted it at all. I haven't changed anything. It is as it is. It is a wet nib. I mean, that's going to make a mess. But there's a lot of ink on that page, so it would take a bit of time for that to dry out. If you've got, I'll just zoom out so you can see it all. If you've got any questions or anything you want to ask me on this, please feel free to do so. As I said, I'm not an expert. I'm playing with this just as well as many of you would be, and having a lot of fun in doing so. Somebody commented on one of my pictures, having you sort of started flexing this now, and I said I was a bit afraid. Really no need to. It works really sort of quite well. So have fun. As I said, I've enjoyed it. Hope you do too. Anything you want me to look at, any questions, leave a comment below. Subscribe to my channel, please. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.